Hi, I'm Steve Judge, and I'm reading excerpts from my autobiography, Don't Lean on Your Excuses, a world champion's courageous story that inspires living with no regrets. So, my book is available to pre-order and buy. If you click on the link attached to this video, that will take you through to the Amazon website where you can get yourself a copy. Now, later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can win free tickets to the book launch party. That's going to be in October, and I'm really looking forward to meeting as many people there. But first of all, let me just read an excerpt from chapter 6, and I've called this Lowest Time. Before this section of that I'm just going to read, I was trying to get my leg straight and it wouldn't, and I was getting very frustrated about that. And then I just received a letter from my current employers. I read it again. End your employment with us. It was clear. I put my head in my hands and closed my eyes, trying to shut out the reality. The room was spinning around me, my brain categorizing all the events and the situation, calculating the consequences, all swirling round in my head. I don't believe it. I can't believe this. I rubbed my eyes with my palms of my hands, harder and harder, not breathing as the emotion built up inside me. I squeezed my head tight while I sucked in a long breath of air. My hands came down now, covering the whole of my face. My body started jerking, my shoulders moving up and down, but I wouldn't let out my emotions. I held my breath behind gritted teeth. My face screwed up and my mouth like a gargoyle's. The blackness now spinning as I exhaled while spluttering. As I sucked in air, the floodgates opened. I slumped in my wheelchair, with tears rolling down my face, thinking it would stop, but it didn't. I was drained and empty. Eventually, I took myself over to the sofa and lay down there. I hated this sofa. I had spent too many hours lying on it. I hated the physio equipment that I could see and the pain it inflicted on me. I hated these four walls that trapped me every single day of my life. The tears built up inside me, to be sporadically released through my bleak and morbid thoughts, again and again and again. There's a diary entry here which I'll just read out from March 2003. Double physio where possible. So much pain. I'm pushing the physio so much that I cause myself so much pain and then I can't sleep. I get very tired every day. Exhausting pain and no sleep. Very low Wednesday onwards. Made redundant. I feel I have no purpose. It then goes on. The next 3 days were lost as I gave into a world of darkness. My soul was beaten and my body weary from crying. I was nothing. I was empty, hollow. I was spent. I just couldn't do it anymore. On the fourth day, as I lay on the sofa staring around the dormant room, I caught a glimpse of my unused bike and physio equipment, and a wave of guilt shivered through me. I saw that there had been no input to the table of results for the last 3 days. All that hard work I'd been doing was just going to waste, and I hated that. The fact that I had absolutely no compulsion to do anything made me realise who I had become, and I hated that. I hated me. I was an unshaven and unwashed, dispirited waste of space doing nothing all day. I'm better than this. This isn't me. The anger I felt sent a pulse of energy through me as I wiped the tears away. I started thinking about all the stuff I'd been through in the last year. I was sick of this situation. I wanted to get this damn cage off my leg. I wanted to get rid of this stupid wheelchair and get back to normal. But I was struggling, big time. I found it almost impossible to move forward and conceive my goal. Now I had a new conception. Now my realisation, my goal, and ultimately my drive was just to not be the person that I'd become. The following Monday at the hospital clinic, I was a sad shadow of my former self. Downhearted, I admitted defeat and accepted the offer of a way out of this situation. I agreed to go through with another operation to have another cage put on my leg. They scheduled it for 4 weeks' time. As I drove home, I glimpsed the hospital in the rearview mirror, as well as my bloodshot eyes. Tired of crying, I was deflated, despondent, and frustrated at my chosen fate, and petrified at what was to come. So I'd made a massive decision there to have another cage put on my leg, and I felt like I'd failed, but I hadn't failed. I'd done absolutely everything possible. And I think the big part of this, the big message here, is I'm very much about setting goals and working towards them, and you should always have a goal and do that. But sometimes when the going gets tough, when you're really struggling, it's not always about looking ahead, but sometimes it's about looking at where you've come from, or where you want to come from, or where you are now and where you just don't want to be. And that's the situation that I took from that. I realized that it wasn't about where I want to be. I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be the person that I've become. I don't want to be this person in this situation. And maybe you can relate with that. But that's definitely something that moved me on from this very, very dark period. So that was an excerpt from my book. Now, like I said, if you click on the link, that will take you through to the Amazon website where you can pre-order yourself a copy. Now, if you take a screenshot of that, because this is for the free tickets, the prize, take a screenshot of you pre-ordering, and post that out on social media with the hashtag "Don't Lean on Your Excuses," as it says here on the video. Now, I will pick that up and we will pick 5 lucky winners, and you'll get a free ticket to the book launch party. That's in October. It's going to be 100 people, friends, family, people that have helped me on my journey. There's going to be some memorabilia there, a bit of food, a bit of drink, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody there, and hopefully that includes you. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on reading my book for a little bit longer. Oh, that's not good. I think you're ready to try something. I'll do that again. No, that doesn't work because there's no rhythm. No. 3, 2. So my book is available to order. You're giggling. I can't do it.
I'm still giggling.
That will come later on in the book.